it's important. In our institution, we have a habit of starting programs little late, at least 45 minutes, 1 hour after the stipulated time. I think let us make it a habit to start in time, whether people come or not. Once it becomes a trend, I think this trend will perpetuate. In our institution, we have enough infrastructure now. Many will come. Funds the government is providing, we are though short of fund in many aspects, but then enough is provided for us to carry on, and I think situation should improve. We have HR issues, but I think right now we have enough HR to run a medical college of 50 admission. One thing which without much investment we can improve is the software. All this manpower, infrastructure funds, all this can be taken as hardwares, but software is most important. That is discipline, work culture, and dedication. So I think our government has provided us this beautiful medical college. Lot can be done, lot can be improved. I request all of you to at least maintain work culture, especially the clinicians. Please maintain time, come on time. We are supposed to work from 8 to 2 o'clock, but we often walk in at around 10 o'clock and leave the hospital by 12:30. If we can change this little bit, I think lot will change accordingly. For development of society, say for example, not only society said, let us talk about institution. If you want to take this institution to a higher level and make this a temple of your work, I think most important thing is to maintain a congenial atmosphere. So that congenial atmosphere starts from your interpersonal relationship. So try to maintain a good congenial relationship or atmosphere in the unit, in your department where you're working. Therefore, please cut down your egos, your pride, always be cooperative. Competition is must, but then it should be healthy competition. Cutthroating is will not benefit anybody. Because many of the faculties who are here, who have joined here permanently, it is going to be your home till you retire. That is another 30-35 years to go. So unless you make this institution livable, so that every day of your work is enjoyable, it will be very difficult to continue the same place for 35 years. In other situations, you have a chance of being transferred to other places. If you don't like this place, you will get transferred. But here that chance is very, very bleak, unless you resign or you go elsewhere. So keep that in mind. One more thing I will tell is that for a clinician especially, all these days, all these years, all this time, we have always been beholden to the patients. हम पेशेंट के सामने हाथ जोड़ते हैं. When they scold you, they shout at you, say something at you, आप हाथ जोड़ के माफ कर दो. ये करते हैं. I don't say that you should be very boastful or arrogant, but then ऐसा भी नहीं होना कि आप अपना घुटने टेकें. If you do your work well enough, with compassion, with ethical, following ethical principles, I think you should not be, apologetic to anybody. So ये आप याद रखिएगा. बहुत जगह मैंने देखा है कि पेशेंट को गाली देते हैं, आप सुनते रहते हैं. मत कीजिए. They are not doing any kind of a favor to us. हम भी उन्हें कुछ फेवर नहीं कर रहे हैं. We are doing our duty to the best of our capabilities. ये हम याद रखिए. एंड उनको जरूर हम उनका समझेंगे, दुख तकलीफ हम समझेंगे. बट आजकल ऐसा भी देखा जाता है कि पेशेंट थिंक दैट it is doctors and then the governments and hospitals' duty to treat them. It is not. They also have their obligations. ये हमेशा याद रखिएगा. And wherever you have problems, you must always involve your friends, and you must be, of course, on the right side of the law. Money is important in life, material is important in life, but when you have money, you have the material, after that what? You need satisfaction. तो हमेशा देखिएगा, what you are doing is going to bring you satisfaction in the end of the day. I know many of you are doing work, काम ज़्यादा करते हो, much more than your paycheck. जितना आपको तनख्वाह मिल रहा है उससे ज़्यादा आप काम कर रहे हो. I understand it. But there are also many situations, many occasions, many people who are not doing enough. तो कभी कभी when you are in dilemma whether you are doing enough or not, आप आपका सैलरी को देख लेना, divide this salary, monthly salary by 30 days, and देखना कि दिन में आपको कितना मिल रहा है. And you just try to see from morning till evening how much you have worked, whether you work worth that money. तो देख लेना. If you are satisfied, then I think you are satisfied. If you are not satisfied, then there is something wrong in there. So I know students are working hard, faculties are also working hard. I think only one thing, if you remember, it's a little bit enough, that when you walk into a department or in a unit, or you join a department, you find the department in a certain situation, certain level of expertise, availability of equipment, knowledge pool, etc. But when you leave the department someday, it should be better than what you found it, how you found it. Utna aap kya kare? Because you have to improve. Aap aaya pas that just going along the flow of the river is not enough. Sometimes you have to swim against the flow of the river. And I'm just telling these points randomly, talking about ragging. I am reminding the student community again that ragging will not be tolerated. Whatever may be the level or intensity or mildness of the ragging. आपको याद होगा, in last year we had some problem. We did take some steps, punitive steps, and there has been a lot of inquiries starting from the governor's level and from other parts of the country, and they think we have not done enough. We thought, our administration thought, this is the first instance, so we must be little more circumspect. इसलिए हम लोगों ने जो भी punitive judgment दिया था, सोच समझ के दिया था. But next time round, such leniency will not be shown. So please be very, very careful. You may be rusticated for some time or even forever, because there is a written law which will support it. This also goes and holds true for DNP and PG students. Ragging जो rule है, PG student भी लगेगा. Not only that, will extend to any individual in this institution. Any kind of verbal or physical abuse, unparliamentary words will not be tolerated. So please be mindful of this, because एक institution को सही रास्ता में रखने के लिए I think we need some discipline also. I am very happy to tell you, of course, you all know that present AstroTurf Stadium is yours, all yours, and I think some of the faculties and your students will know how much we have fought and struggled to finally own this field, even if physically it is within our campus. But there were a lot of attempts from various angles to sever this away from our campus, our society, our institution. But then finally we have got the paper notification saying it's ours. So please make best use of this. Even the faculties, I request, आज आपने our dear Dean sir has talked about lifestyle. Though his lecture was very longish, but then he wanted to say everything. And it was a very, very relevant topic because we tend to forget ourselves. And not many institutions will have a beautiful field, open field like this. So please make use of this. Faculties can come in the morning for walk, even for jogging, even to play football. The same thing will be, you can do in the evening also. In future, we'll see whether we can also install floodlights so that this field will be illuminated even in the night. So that is one. Other thing is, you must have heard of, especially students have faced a lot of problem regarding scarcity of, due to scarcity of water. This, to some extent, we have mitigated that by getting one water tanker. But our adversaries, he is a much younger fellow and much more well-built. We are just men's hostel, that besides the female ladies hostel is also almost ready now, only furnishing is required. A nursing hostel is also at the verge of completion. The only infrastructure which needs to be completed or started is for the faculties. I am very sorry. This faculty buildings haven't been started because of the paucity of availability of land. So this issue has also been sorted out. We have two private properties here. This is actually sore in the eye, but then because of the existing law, we cannot do anything beyond the perimeters of law. But remains going, especially in the field of science. And now, of course, the boundary of science is sky is not the limit. So I think you are going to have a really field time here. We are going to have very good research facilities. Even we'll be able to do genetic works here in time to come. So I request even faculties, not only clinical research, but also do the cutting edge research. Start thinking from now, because the foundation of this institution has been laid not only on the basis of imparting medical education to these students or imparting service to the public. Third pillar, most important pillar, is research. It is in our preamble. So please keep that promise of this institution alive and keep up the tempo of research. Even students, please, take up research as a part of your study. If you start from now, I think you will go higher, very lofty places. I remember in many often I have spoken to you about some of the in the earlier years we used to have this foundation day on the ultimate day of our college week. But then before I conclude here, see, medical college